In a work of fiction, both the writer and the reader are perfectly aware that the story in front of them is a lie. If it's not true, why read it? This question gets to the heart of why good fiction is so rare and hard to write. And it's also one of the reasons that I love writing fiction as opposed to nonfiction, because it's really hard to pull off. Unlike nonfiction, which has the virtue of being objectively true, fiction has to be entertaining, immersive, alive on the page, and it has to get at some kind of deeper truth. As Edith Wharton once wrote, in one form or another, there must be some rational response to the reader's unconscious but insistent inner question. What am I being told this story for? What judgment on life does it contain for me? This judgment on life, this deeper truth, is what fiction writers call theme. It's the thing you talk about if you're being literary or philosophical when you're at a cocktail party and someone asks what your novel is about. It's the deeper truth your story is trying to express. Whether you're writing a novel or reading one and you're having trouble figuring out the theme, one good technique is to analyze the story like a dream, because dreams and stories do come to us from the same place, the collective unconscious. Let's give this a try with one of my favorite novels of the century so far, Hilary Mantel's Bring Up the Bodies. In this novel, Thomas Cromwell, a previously vilified historical advisor to the court of King Henry VIII, having clawed his way up from the bottom rung of society to the role of royal courtier, takes extraordinary measures to consolidate his power in an atmosphere of intrigue and constant mortal danger. It's a tense story, and it may be easy to miss the theme, but the theme is very much a part of it, and is one of the things that makes this novel so satisfying and memorable. Let me read the opening passage of the novel while you close your eyes and try to figure out the theme in the same way you would analyze a dream. His children are falling from the sky. He watches from horseback, acres of England stretching behind him. They drop, gilt-winged, each with a blood-filled gaze. Grace Cromwell hovers in thin air. She is silent when she takes her prey, silent as she glides to his fist. But the sound she makes then, the rustle of feathers and the creak, the sigh and riffle of pinion, the small cluck-cluck from her throat, these are sounds of recognition, intimate, daughterly, almost disapproving. Her breast is gore-streaked and flesh clings to her claws. Later, Henry will say, "Your girls flew well today." The hawk and Cromwell bounces off the glove of Rafe Sadler, who rides by the king in easy conversation. They are tired. The sun is declining, and they ride back to Wolf Hall with the reins slack on the necks of their mounts. Tomorrow, his wife and 2 sisters will go out. These dead women, their bones long sunk in London clay, are now transmigrated, weightless. They glide on the upper currents of the air. They pity no one. They answer to no one. Their lives are simple. When they look down, they see nothing but their prey and the borrowed plumes of the hunters. They see a flittering, flinching universe, a universe filled with their dinner. Do you see a theme emerging? Yes? No? Well, now let me read you a passage from the ending of the book to see if we can zero in a bit more on the theme. Let them try to pull him down. They will find him armored. They will find him entrenched. They will find him stuck like a limpet to the future. He has laws to write, measures to take, the good of the Commonwealth to serve, and his king. He has titles and honors still to attain, houses to build, books to read, and who knows, perhaps children to father. It would be some compensation for the children lost to have a grandchild. He imagines standing in a daze of light, holding up a small child so the dead can see it. Do you see it now? So in the opening, you have these falcons named after Cromwell's dead wife and daughters. In a sense, they're still alive, right? Or at least he's still in communication with them as he sees it. So then at the end, when he holds up the small child so the dead can see it, there's a little extra resonance there, right? So the novel's theme has to do with staying in touch with the dead, or the dead living on in some way and remaining in a character's life even after they're gone. Do you see this? The dead aren't really dead, which of course also relates to the title, right? Bring Up the Bodies. So if you enjoyed this video and would like to see others like it, please hit the like button and become a subscriber to my YouTube page. And if you want to follow news about upcoming classes or my new novel coming in June 2025, send me a message via the contact form at my website, timweed.net. Have a great day.